everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Jenna and Maddie's Coffee Break, where we talk about the coffee orders of our favorite anime characters. I'm Maddie.
I'm Jenna.
And today's episode is going to be super chaotic because we are going to be talking about Fyodor, Sigma, and Nikolai from Bungo Stray Dogs. Now, just as a casual blanket warning, there might be some manga spoilers because technically Sigma has not shown up in the anime. He will, but he's not there yet. So, with that, we will move forward, and I think we should talk about Fyodor first because he is super fancy rat man who drinks normal people coffee.
Right, and he's the boss, so I feel like he would definitely always have to go first. He's always top of the pyramid.
True,
Super
that's a good
fancy
point.
rat man.
Well, he's the leader of the rats. Like
They don't run the city. The
the
rats
rats
do.
do. Exactly.
The rats
Exactly.
do.
That's what's happening.
He it's so funny because I feel like as a character he's absolutely off the wall. Like he's just so ahead of everybody, but I feel like he'd probably be pretty bland. Like he'd be like, I just want some coffee, and if I can put my vodka in it, I'll be good to go.
You think so?
I think he's I think because he's surrounded by absolute chaos that
But
he's probably like he is the chaos, you're gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say he invites it because he is the leader, as far as we know, of the rats. He's part of the Decay of Angels. And so he knows what he's getting himself into, right? So I think, and I mean, we're allowed to have differing opinions here on the show. It's fine. But I see him as more of like fancy coffee man.
Like, do you think he just orders like a regular fancy one? Like he's like, oh, I just want like a mocha latte with a pump of this and that, or do you think he's like off the wall, like not ordering on the menu, like totally driving the baristas insane?
Oh, that's tough. I think that he orders regularly, but it's like a cappuccino or a latte or, the French press. Like he's not just getting black coffee. Like he's not just getting, a cold brew. Like he's ordering
He
the
has
good
expensive
stuff.
taste. He has expensive
Yes.
taste.
That's what it is. Expensive taste. Not even necessarily fancy, but expensive taste.
Yes, I totally agree with that. I think that's kind of what I was going for too, because
Okay.
I know the other headcanons we have for the next two. So I feel like they're so bonkers that Fyodor is kind of like I guess out of the three, probably the most like normal, I
Normal? Yeah.
guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think
Which is
so.
a relative term.
Right, exactly. And during like a Decay of Angels meeting, he's not drinking the coffee because we're gonna move into Nikolai pretty quickly here because Nikolai is the one in charge of brewing the coffee, and you don't drink things that Nikolai hands you.
Right. No one even put him in charge of it. He just took it upon
He just
himself,
did it.
and
Yeah.
because he wants to create chaos among the meeting.
Yeah, because Nikolai doesn't really even like drink coffee. He has like a mug full of thumbtacks, and that's like what he's holding in his hands and potentially drinking. Or or he's got like a cup full of pennies.
We've discussed this amongst us ourselves, obviously, and like it is completely canon to me now. Like I feel as though everyone should know this because we have decided it. Like it's so in character for Nikolai. Like he just holds his cup and it's filled with like I don't know, silly putty. Like it's filled with old earrings he found somewhere on the street. Like
It just changes like it's never consistent. Like the objects in his mug are never the same, never. And it's just a normal thing. Like the Decay of Angels are having a meeting, and like Nikolai says something completely bonkers like he always does, and Fyodor is just like nodding along, and he's like, okay.
Okay,
And then,
let's just
you
get
know,
going.
Nikolai rattles his mug, and it's like ripped up newspaper, or
It's hamster shavings, like from the cage. It's always something like I'm trying to think of the most obscure off the wall things I could possibly think of because that would be what Nikolai has.
right.
Like I don't even know. I'm looking around my room like what's a random object? Magnets. He's got
Or like
magnets and
the backings of like enamel pins. When you put them on your like cork board, you take the backings off. Like he's got like a mug full of those. Like it's just the backings of enamel pins.
exactly. He's like one time he goes in and they can hear that there's liquid in it and they're like but it's like windshield wiper fluid. It's not
Right. It's Windex. It's
full of bleach and he does drink it too.
yeah. Well, and then I think that like he casually like adds rat poison to the carafe when they're brewing coffee.
Yeah.
And or he's like drinking espresso shots but mixed with nail polish remover.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like,
he's drinking that.
yeah, he's drinking it, and everyone kind of looks at him, and he's like, you can't taste the nail polish remover over the coffee. Like the coffee drowns out the nail polish remover. You can hardly tell it's there. Like,
why do you put it in? He's like, it's for the acetone. It's good for you.
It's
like,
good. It has medicinal properties.
Yeah, he has like off the wall explanations for everything too. Like there's a rationale, but each one is crazier than the next. Like, yeah, it's medicinal acetone. This was prescribed to me by my doctor.
Yeah, or he'll have non-acetone nail polish remover, and that'll be his excuse. Like, there's no acetone.
Right, it's like decaf. This is my decaf.
Exactly.
Non-acetone coffee today.
Ow! I just hit my head.
I just love the idea that he puts rat poison in all their cups because, they're the rats. It's kind of,
good one.
Got it.
But it's the decay
of
yes, but the decay of angels is slightly different.
True.
But yeah, absolutely. That's really funny. The rat poison thing. I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
They know not to drink it. They know, everybody knows, don't touch anything that he's given you. If Nikolai is in the room, you don't eat or drink anything that's around. No.
Right. And then like when they're having the meeting of like the decay of angels, they wait to see how long it takes for someone to say, don't drink the coffee. Like they kind of see how long they can go without someone saying, and they have like a sign on the wall that's like 3 hours, the last time someone said to drink the coffee, 3 hours. Like
it's probably usually Sigma because he's sweet boy. He's probably like, don't drink the coffee.
Sigma, Sigma just wants his standard coffee, and he is so just done with Nikolai and Fyodor's antics. And when they like built the Sky Casino that he like took over, he had a Starbucks installed, but like a secret one that no one knows about. Like it's not even like in the plans for the Sky Casino, because Sigma just wanted to drink a frappuccino in peace. Like
not poison. Yeah.
Exactly. He wanted his caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino in peace without the acetone or thumbtacks.
He has one barista. There's one chair and one table. It's a single person Starbucks, actually. Like just for him.
Yeah, it's like this little space like around me. Like it's like not even like bigger than this. Like it's tiny.
The speakeasy. Like he's the only one who can get in because he knows the secret password. It's a whole
and
thing.
The barista can't leave because Sigma's afraid that the barista's gonna accidentally say something. So like he has a bed installed.
Right. So it's kind of like a prison for the barista. It's like oh my god. Well, I'm just like in my head, I could just like picture for some reason like Dazai somehow he knows about it and just is there one day when Sigma
that would be off. That would be Sigma's worst nightmare.
It would be his worst nightmare, but it would be so funny.
Like Dazai, I feel like is almost worse for him than Fyodor. Again, manga spoilers. If you have not read it, fast forward this little tiny bit. But Sigma and Dazai end up teaming up in the prison to escape. And Sigma has this dumbfounded, I can't believe this guy is real look on his face the whole time. And I feel like if Dazai showed up in his Starbucks, he would yeet himself from the Sky Casino. Like spoilers over.
he would be like, my Starbucks is now ruined and I have to set it on fire. Like this.
My sacred space is gone. I can't do this anymore because he's
never
just
enter.
During the Decay of Angels meetings. Yeah, he's probably the one telling people not to drink the coffee, but he's also probably not in the room when the coffee gets handed out because
True. He's in his secret Starbucks.
Exactly. And he's tired of telling everyone not to drink the coffee. They should just know by now.
Right.
Like they should just know. So
I feel like Fyodor drinks it because he is that sort of chaotic, and also in my head, of course, my headcanon is that he has built up immunity to poisons. So he likes a power move where he just like takes the coffee and stares them directly in the eyes and drinks it.
Absolutely. I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say Fyodor drinks the rat poisoned coffee because he's built up the immunity because Fyodor is insane.
Yeah, and it would be like a power play too. Like they're like, don't drink the coffee, and he just completely drinks it straight faced, drinks
and like chugging it. Like he just like drinks the whole like cup of scorching hot coffee that Nikolai casually like he just casually adds. He has like a little vial in his pocket, or he uses his ability and it just like appears in front of Fyodor and just dumps the the rat poison into the coffee by itself, and he just sits there and drinks it. And
it's just no qualms whatsoever.
It's a flourish.
It's a little. He's like, no, shot.
let me help you make
antifreeze in here for you.
Antifreeze. He like rips open the icy hot like the packs that you use for.
He's like, wait, Fyodor, let me put some sugar in, and he goes to open a packet, but it's like the stuff that is like what is it, the silica or whatever?
The do not eat stuff you get with. Yes. There's no packets of sugar at the Decay of Angels meetings. That's what it is. Like, you know how like you go to, a coffee shop or whatever, and you have the little pods of the creamer, you have the half and half, you have the different types of sugar. No, that's not what this is here at the Decay of Angels, because Nikolai has set up the coffee cart for you, and it's like little pods. It's Tide Pods, right?
Put it in the Keurig, and it's a Tide Pod. It just like comes out.
Ew. It's the Tide Pods and the do not eat little things of silicone. He's got hair nets. Like, it's just a bunch of things that no one should consume. Please do not consume these things. Like,
as Nikolai does, we do not support this.
Correct, right? And Fyodor doesn't faze him in the least bit.
He's just like he just is used to it, and also just consumes whatever it is. Like, he just no problem.
Yeah, exactly. And if he wants regular coffee, he'll just go get some. Like, he'll just leave and go, order his cappuccino from somewhere. He'll get a latte, after the meeting or whatever. But like, in the meantime, he's gonna
drink the antifreeze.
He's gonna drink exactly. He's gonna drink
also, you gotta remember with oh my goodness, I'm sorry, my brain went for a minute. With Nikolai, you have his ability, so he's always on top of it, like putting holes in the cups too. Like, all of a sudden someone's drinking and like the coffee pours out of it. Yeah.
Please, there's this video, I think you sent it to me on TikTok, where the caption read Nikolai when someone drinks coffee, and I think it was Sigma or something.
Sigma, yeah.
Sigma has his like fancy frappuccino, and he made this mistake once where he brought it with him to the Decay of Angels meeting, and he set it down, and Nikolai decided to burst a hole in the middle, and it just all just like rains out all over the floor, down the cabinet, like, and it's just like pooling at Sigma's feet, and he just will end up with just the most defeated look on his face, and never again. He never brought his Starbucks back to the meetings after that.
Looks back up and walks out. Like, he's just done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's like, I have to go back and attend to my casino. Like, the people need me. I can't be here anymore.
I swear, the people need me. I have to go.
Exactly. Yes.
It's just mayhem, constant mayhem, and it's mostly 99% of the reason is Nikolai. 1% is Fyodor.
Right. Absolutely. Yes.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. And I feel like this is canon. Like, I feel like Nikolai being a major menace when it comes to the coffee, like, I feel like as fans we can all agree that, like, that's what happens.
No, I definitely, in my head now, just always picture him with a cup of something completely random. Like, I don't know, gumballs.
Right. Or one day he has like a tumbler like you have with the lid on it, and he opens it up and a swarm of bees just comes flying out.
Bees?
Bees!
Bees. Oh my god.
And Fyodor, and
that's hilarious.
They're like swarming around, and Fyodor's just going on with the meeting, like he's just talking. He's passing out the papers across the desk, and
everyone's freaking out.
And he just keeps talking. He's like, so on the agenda today, this is what we're going to be doing. And to take down the Armed Detective Agency, we need to do this. And everyone's getting stung, and he's just sitting there sipping on Tide Pods. Like,
but you know who would love this? Dazai. He would love this.
He would get a kick out of it, I think, for sure.
He would drink it too. Him and Fyodor would sit there drinking their rat poison, like, just no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, because Dazai has the immunity built up as well. Except he wants to off himself, so you'd think he wouldn't build up an immunity to these things.
Really? I don't really want to.
Because, like, when he meets Maury, he, like, asks for a concoction that will unalive him. And then Maury's like, you can have it after you go do this one job for me. And then he never gets it. So...
Maury's like, sure. Just first, can you just do this thing?
Exactly. Yeah. So, but Fyodor wants to stay alive, so he would be the one to build up the immunity.
Do you think that while in prison, Nikolai delivers coffee to Fyodor? It's like, here, I brought your coffee, and it's like...
No, because no one can get in. That's the problem.
Get in.
Yeah.
Get in somehow.
I mean, yeah, he could. Wait, he did. He does get in. He does. Wait, because if Sigma's there, then so is... Yeah, Nikolai is there. Yes.
Like, hi, I'm here with your to-go order.
I had to remember the manga panels of like what's happening in the prison, and like, oh yeah, that's right, he is there. So yes, Nikolai would bring Fyodor his daily dose of rat poison and have it sent up to the bubble.
Little notes on it with like a big heart. Like
a big XOXO Nikolai.
Sometimes it's just an empty cup. Sometimes there's nothing in it at all. Just,
Right. Yeah, he just sends him a cup to make Dazai mad because Dazai doesn't get any.
Oh my god, he sends him the cup of bees. That's my favorite one. Like, he just... Dazai's watching like, did bees just come?
I don't feel like the bees would last, though. I feel like Marisol, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me if that's incorrect. But I feel like the prison would have like a way of killing the bees. I don't know. That's just how I think. I feel like the prison is there to keep the people in, and then if you try to escape, like bees, yes, bees out. When they're constructing the prison in Europe, they were like,
people in, bees out. We have to create a bee-proof prison.
Right, exactly. If you try to escape, we'll drown you, but the bees will die because we don't want you to get stung by bees.
Oh, true. That's what I would be jealous though, because he'd be like, wow, none of my people are delivering me special coffees. It's all just busy dying on the outside. So,
well, he knows what's going on the outside. Yeah. So it would be on him for not sending coffee to prison. But
that's true. It's his own fault.
Exactly. Yeah, it is his fault. So, yes,
As most things are.
Right.
I think that pretty much sums it up. This is it's all canon to me, like completely canon. We need to definitely have this written into the manga because I think we have established the lore here.
Or we should at least have some one where it's like the Decay of Angels point of view, where we get like Chibi Sigma drinking a frappuccino and Chibi Nikolai with a cup full of thumbtacks. Like it's just
Chibi Sigma with like a hole in the cup, just all his frappuccino pouring out of it.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like that could work.
That could work.
Yeah.
So let us know when Studio Bones.
Yeah, Asagiri, we got you. If you need some more one content.
We have a whole season here for you.
Just all based on the Decay of Angels. Like that's it. It's just
their coffee meetings in the morning. That's it. That's all it is.
Exactly. Yeah, like 10 episodes. Yes, absolutely. All right, cool. Yep. So that's it. Be sure to follow Temple of Geek for more unhinged ramblings. And we will see you guys next time.